Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Jaimie if you're new. Who are you?
Jude.
Jude, how old are you?
8 years old.
8 years old. Jude just turned 8, and Jude is in level 2, Simply Good and Beautiful Math from the Good and the Beautiful, and also level 1 Language Arts. So today we're gonna share with you guys what an average day looks like for him as far as his English and his math go. So we're gonna do 1 English lesson and we're gonna do 1 math lesson. Today's video is sponsored by the Good and the Beautiful. I'm always so thankful to be able to partner with such an amazing company, not only sharing it on my channel, but also being able to experience firsthand the benefits of using the curriculum in my home with all of my children. All right, Jude, you ready to rock?
Yeah.
Are we gonna start with math or English first?
Math.
Math. We always start with math first because you like math best, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes, you do. So starting off with our math lesson, you'll see that there is a review portion in the very beginning. Sometimes this is optional if you feel like your children have mastered it and they don't need to go over it, but sometimes it's just a really good review to kind of highlight some things maybe that you've gone over in past lessons that you just want to have a refresher on. So this first portion has us write the expanded form for 497. So Jude, what are we going to write for 497? What are we gonna write? What plus what is 497? How do I write that in expanded form?
4, 0, 0, 400.
400, good job. Plus what?
90.
Yep. 7, perfect. So 497 in expanded form is 400 plus 90 plus 7. All right, this next portion we're gonna be using the coins. So I pulled this out of our math box and we're already ready for it. All right, and it says you're gonna stack the coins in these boxes to show 4 different ways that are gonna equal 51 cents. So in each of these boxes, you're gonna put together the coins, and each one is gonna be a different way that you can make 51 cents. Do you think that you can do 4 different ways? All right, the next one is the easiest one that you did, right?
These ones.
So today you're gonna practice writing 16, 17, 18, and 19. If you look at these words, what is the base word for 19?
9.
I add teen to what word?
9.
9. So what is the base word for 17?
7.
7. How about the base word for 16?
6.
6. So each of these have a base word of the original number. The base number is 6, right? And then I add teen. How about 18 though? What do I add teen at the end of 8, or do I add something else at the end of 8?
Teen.
I add teen? Or do I just add
E.
I just add een, right? Because
It looks like it is because 8.
yes,
Oh,
but 8 has a T at the end of it naturally, right?
Yeah.
Good job. So we can reference these as we go forward in the lesson. You can look at these if you need to remember exactly how to spell them. This morning, Adeline and her brother Levi collected wild pecans from the woods by their home. Each box shows the start and end time and how many pecans they collected in their buckets. The siblings played a lot as well, so they didn't find many pecans. But by the end of the morning, they had enough to make 2 pecan pies. For each time period, write the number of hours spent and the number word for the total pecans collected. Okay, so if they started at 7:30 and they ended at 8:30, how many hours did they spend picking pecans?
An hour.
An hour.
So do I write 1 there?
So, yep, what are we gonna write before the hour? Good job, 1 hour, perfect. And then you're gonna write the number word for total pecans collected. So, how many do we have in this bag?
8.
And how many do we have in this bag?
8.
So how many pecans did they collect? What's 8 plus 8?
16.
16. And 8 plus 8 is the same as 8 times what?
8 times 2.
Perfect. Is the time that they spent. How many did they find in the first bucket?
9.
And how many in the second bucket? 9. So how do we figure out how many total? Remember that your lowercase letters and your uppercase letters need to start and stop at certain places, okay? All right, last one.
Number world. And then we're going over to English?
No, we have to finish. You have to do this maze, and then we need to do your independent review.
No, 10, 19.
Good job.
See you, Dad.
Adios.
Adios.
All right, so now we're moving on to a maze. It says, help Adeline and Levi find the path that leads back to their home. Figure out the answer to each subtraction problem and follow the path that contains the correct answer. Continue on until the siblings get home. Use your pencil to mark the path that you take. All right, so where do you think we're gonna start on here? Start, all right. So we're gonna do the subtraction problem and then find the correct answer and follow along, okay? And then we'll use our pencil to make the path. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right, you got it. All right, so Jude has finished all of his lesson for today, and now he gets to work on his independent review. This is normally the time when he gets to do this on his own, and then once he finishes it, I will sit down with him and go over it just to make sure that if there is anything that needs to get corrected or I need to go over something with him again, that it gets done the same day. I don't like putting it off. I just like to grade it same day and go through it with him. There is some times where he may need help with something and I just have him wait until the very end. I have him try it. If he can't figure it out, we wait till the very end and then I'll go over it with him when I correct this. So here you go, Jude. I'm gonna have you work on your independent and then I will go ahead and get your English and stuff ready for you while you're doing this. So while he is finishing up his independent review, I just wanted to briefly talk about what I normally do during his independent time. Usually I have all of the other kids working on schoolwork at this time. I have them in the other room right now playing quietly as I'm trying to film, just because the reality is if I tried to film while I had kids flying around, it would not be very easy for you guys to understand what we're doing because it would be really loud and kind of chaotic, you know what I'm saying? But normally while he's doing his independent, I am doing one-on-one with another child. So I might be doing Fiona's language arts with her while he's doing his independent, and then once he finishes independent and then I work on his language arts with him, someone else is working on their independent work at the same time. So that's normally what happens when we're doing school. I try to utilize any independent time that they have. I will then take that time to work one-on-one with another child, just because there's only one of me and 4 of them that are in school right now. I am really, really enjoying how simplistic their language arts program is. I love the reading booster set that they have, the cards. It feels super nice and satisfying to be able to mark off. If you look at their reading booster cards, each of them have a spot where you can put a sticker at the bottom of it. He loves being able to get a sticker, know that he completed a page, and I just like how easy it all just kind of works together. It's a really great system. So I've really been enjoying this. Now I have done I've done their pre-K and primer K with 3 children so far. I have done their level K with 3 children, and then this is my 3rd time through. I know I am almost done. Oh, you need a snack? We need a snack. We need a snack break. So this is the third time I'm doing level 1, but this is the first time we've gone through the level 1 as this revised version. And so I really am enjoying this revised version of Language Arts level 1. So, all right, let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and check his independent review, and then we're gonna do a snack, and then we're gonna come back and do his Language Arts. All right, snack time is over. We are moving on to Language Arts. Buddy, we gotta open that one back up. We start out most of the lessons by going over either the reading booster cards that I was talking about or the booster books. And sometimes on the card it will actually tell you that it wants you to read. It will direct you on which book to read after you finish the card. So it usually works together pretty well. All right, so I am looking, we're on lesson 55 right now. And how was your snack? Was it good?
Really good.
What did you have for a snack?
Cheese balls.
Cheese balls. Who doesn't love a good cheese ball? All right, so we are gonna look. We are on lesson 55, and it says right here that it's aiming, our target should be that we're around reading booster card 26. So we actually have 2 to work on today. So we are gonna work on 25, and then we're gonna work on 26. So let's go ahead. Do you know what IR says in these?
Bird.
Well, that does say bird. You're very smart. But what sound does IR together say in the word bird? So these are all going to have an sound. So let's go ahead and see if we can't read through these.
Bird. Stir. Dirt. Skirt. First. Thirst. Shirt. Birch.
Good job.
Sir.
I'm gonna have you read one of the booster books after we're finished as well. All right, play Swat the Fly on the next page. All right, I am not gonna get the fly swatter out because I do not feel like we have enough room for a giant fly swatter for this game. So we're gonna go over the different forms of two. Do you remember what these different twos meant? Remember we talked about these?
Yeah.
Okay, which one is the number 2? Which is the number 2? Look at the 3 different twos.
This one.
That is the number 2, good job. What does this 2 mean? Do you remember?
There are too many.
Good job. So this means also and not and more than enough, right? So if I have too many cookies, do you think I can ever have too many cookies?
No.
More than enough, or also, is it the number 2, or is it to do, to be, to go, okay?
Alright, if I slap the wrong one, you get a point, but if I did it right,
Oh, I get a point. Mom gets a point. And you are can all make the sound as in the word turn. Remember we went through that? We went through all the sounds. Go ahead and read me each of these words for Mom.
birds, mother, birds, curves.
No, there's no S at the end of that one. Good job. So I'm gonna read you a partial sentence, and then you're gonna finish the sentence with your own imagination, describing the way that the scene might feel, look, or sound. All right, so number 1, the first sentence says, Kim has a surprise in her bag. It's, what do you think?
Candy.
A candy. All right, so it's a candy, that's a good start. What are some ways that we could describe the candy? So,
Twix.
A Twix would be a very specific kind of candy, yes. Is it a colorful candy? Is it a sweet candy? Is it a sour candy?
Yellow.
It's yellow. Okay, it's yellow. Is it sweet?
Sour.
It's sour. Okay, so it's a sour, yellow.
Yellow warheads.
Warhead. Okay, so let's add that to our sentence now. And so the first way that you said it's a candy. Let's listen to what that would sound like. Kim has a surprise in her bag. It's candy. Okay, that sounds okay, right? Now let's do all your descriptions, all your descriptor words though.
Kim has a surprise in her bag. It's a sour yellow warhead.
Perfect.
Kim turns the corner and sees her brother Jack.
Oh, that's nice. She sees her brother Jack. Okay, so Kim turns the corner and sees her brother Jack. Is she surprised when she sees him? Does she see him really fast or does she see him really slowly?
Really slow.
Okay, so how could we put that together? Do it. Okay, so let's go ahead and read through the circle of sentences.
I see a river.
I see a river? Hold on, let's slow down.
I see the river.
The river, right?
I stir the drink. It is winter.
All right, so now we're gonna move on to our independent practice. So this is the portion that he's gonna focus on mainly on his own. Usually I will have to kind of go through and just give him an overview before he starts in it so that I can just double check that he knows exactly what to do for it. And then we'll go over it at the end when he's finished. All right, so the first portion of this says, cross the word out in each box that is a made up word. So let's go ahead and read through these four. Let's do them together and then you can do the rest of them on your own, okay? So which one of these is made up? Go ahead and read them to me.
Bank, zinc, bank.
So which one of those is a made up word?
I think zinc.
Zinc, yeah, that's a funny word. That's a made up one. All right guys, so Jude is gonna finish up his language arts and then he is all done today with his math and his language arts for the day. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video and it kind of gave you an idea of just what his average lessons look like on a daily basis. I would say from start to finish, it usually takes him anywhere from 45 to 50 minutes to complete both his math and his English. And that includes me sitting down and going over things with him and checking his independent review. Thanks again, you guys, for watching today's video. As always, everything will be linked in the description box below. Thanks again to the Good and Beautiful for partnering with me on today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.